Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this very glamorous cut crease, like cool tone smoky eye. I know that for me personally, I don't usually dabble with cool tones too much. I like to kind of stay in my realm of warm tones. However, today I branched out, I tried something new, and this is the look that I came up with. I hope that you guys do like it, and if you would like to see how I achieved this look and what products I used, then just be sure to go ahead and keep on watching. Alright you guys, so to get started with today's look, I'm going to be taking the Milani Soft and Sultry palette. It looks like this. I honestly haven't really dipped into this one too much just because I'm not a huge fan of cool tones, but for today's look we are going to change that. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom y'all in and we can go ahead and get started. Alright, so now that you guys are a little bit closer, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Tarte Shape Tape to prime my lids. Again, a little bit of this just goes a long way, so I just like to do a little stripe across both eyelids. I take this Real Techniques brush, and I just like to do this to cover any discoloration or veins that I have on my eyelids, because my eyelids are quite veiny, but this helps kind of minimize that. And I also like to bring it down into the inner corner just because I do get a lot of darkness in there, and this helps to mask that. So now that I have the eyelids prepped and primed for shadow, I'm just going to go ahead and dunk into this shade right here and pop that right in the crease. And just blending that like so. And then doing the same to the other eye. And what I like to do is I like to kind of keep it more concentrated towards the outer corner, just that way we get the darkest portion right in the outside. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take the Dose of Colors Pretty Cool palette. It looks like this. I like Dose of Color shades more. Their shadows just blend better. So I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here and kind of just go over what we did initially with that first shade. And again, just really working that into the crease. I'm going to be taking a smaller, more defined brush that's more tapered. I'm just going to be dipping into this shade here, which is a nice dark kind of cool toned brown, and I'm just going to be working that on the outer corner of the eye. And then doing the same to the other eye. And next, just to kind of clean up the inner portion of my eye, I'm just going to go ahead and take like a flat shader brush and cut the crease, just using the Tarte Shape Tape. now that I have that, I'm just going to go ahead and take the darker middle shade in the palette right here and kind of just tap over that outer corner just to kind of help blend that shade, just to kind of give it like a light transition. And then again, after I'm done using my finger for that portion, I'm just going to take that smaller, more defined brush again and dip right back into the middle shade, tap off the excess, and do the same thing and just lightly pack over the area where we did cut the crease, just that way it's not as stark. And starting with a patting motion just to place the pigment down, and then after that I can kind of swivel it and do the circular motions again. And since I want this look to be more on the matte side, I'm just going to go ahead with the Milani palette, dip into that shade right there, and then just pack it all over the lid. And then again, just taking that smaller brush, dipping into that middle bottom shade right here, and going over the outer corner. Next, I'm going to take the original brush that we started off with, dip back into this shade from the Pretty Cool Dose of Colors palette, tap off the excess, and then go back in over the top, making sure everything is blended. This look does take a lot of blending, but I promise it'll be worth it in the end when everything comes together. Next, to pack on the inner portion of the lid right here, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ladybird. I love it because it comes off a more like champagne-y white kind of color, and it just really pops. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that on this brush here, kind of pack it onto both sides, and then gently press that onto the lid. So it's not applying as well as I had hoped with a brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that on my finger like that and then just press it onto the lid. That's a lot better. Kind of just something light like that, and then to build up the outer corner, again, just making it a little darker and further blending that out. Now that I have the lids kind of looking something like this, I'm just going to go ahead and dip into the black shade and So now that I have the lids looking something like this, I'm just going to go ahead and take the cool toned brown and the black shades right here, kind of doing a mixture of those two, and again, packing them on the outer corner. And just tapping over the middle where the two shades meet. Kind of dragging that in, further defining the crease, and taking the big fluffy brush, taking a neutral tone shade, and just going over everything. Further blending it out, making sure everything is seamless. Finally, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick wing with the NYX matte eyeliner. I absolutely love it. Affordable, super matte, super black. You really can't go wrong. So just something kind of like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera. So now that I have the wings on, I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face off camera and apply these BeautyCreations lashes in the style Flex, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, and this is the finished look. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this more cool toned, full glam look. This isn't exactly what I was anticipating at first for this look, but hey, I kind of just rolled with the punches and this is what I came up with. And that is a wrap for today's video. If you guys did like this video and styles of videos like this where it's more eye focused, then be sure to drop a like down below as well as a comment as to what you'd like to see from me next. I love reading y'all's comments and kind of getting a feel for what you'd like to see on this channel, so be sure to do so. And if you have yet to, please subscribe. I'd love to have you guys join the family, as well as hit that notification bell, that way you're notified every single time I upload a video. As always, I love y'all so much, and thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye guys!